Hello and welcome to one more episode of Passionpreneur Mindset with me and my partner in crime, the bubbly, the cheerful, the beautiful, the smart, all the way from Toronto. Lily, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I love it. I'm awake. I'm awake. You woke me up.
Yeah, you got three Dave here to wake you
I
up.
know. I was thinking it's like it's too much. It's too much for the internet, I think. What's going on here?
Did-
Like
did-
the
did-
internet might explode because of that. Too many devs.
Either internet will fall in love with me or gonna die, crash. Either of that.
I love that.
Great. So, for people who you're tuned in for the first time, let me tell you the format of the show. Me and Lily, we come every week with some beautiful questions from Evan's channel or from my channel. Those questions are specifically about the entrepreneurship. Now, I call it as a passionpreneurship, somebody who's built a business around passion or who wants to build a business around passion. So, we answer those questions which are already, with me and Lily. And we also take live questions from the audience every week. So if you have any question while you're listening to me and Lily, do leave it in the comment box and definitely say hello to both of us because we have some really exciting questions coming up. So, Lily, why don't we
Yes.
get started quickly?
Yes. All right. So the first question comes from Leon. So Leon's asking, is it smart to start a first business on a loan?
Well, good question, Leon. So, look, it completely depends, okay? If you
Hmm.
ask me, I would prefer not to start a business with a loan.
Hmm.
Now, here's what I've learned from the gurus and the genius people that, hey, spend the money, control the space. Okay, that's what they've taught. Okay, and then there are two type of debts: good debts and bad debts. Okay, not the bad debts where you have to write it off, but good debts is where you take the loan to set up your business and you have the power to grow it. Okay, but getting into a business starting from the loan actually puts you in a back foot if you do not have a right strategy, right plan, if you've not tried your proof of concept, if you don't know how the product would be accepted in the market. It's going to be really, really risky. But if you reached a point where you know that people like your product, it has a potential, it has a demand, you want to crush your competition, you want to capitalize on the market, then go for the loan. That's no problem. But hey, if you're starting out fresh completely and you have no idea if there's any requirement or no, it's very risky. Okay, it's very risky. And you do not want to start anything which is risky. You want to start something new, test it, try it, and let it go there. Me, I'm not a big fan of a loan, but if required, I will take it, provided I know what I'm doing and I have already proof, I have done the proof of concept. So that's pretty simple. Okay, so there's no good bad. Measure the plan and check what's going to happen and then you go for it, my man.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm a big fan of starting lean and not going into huge debt when you first start out as a business. But again, it depends. What if your business requires you to carry inventory, like a retail business, for example? You would require some sort of front end loan. Uh, just be very, very cautious when it comes to things like that. Like you were saying, have a proper plan, have a business plan. You don't have to write a gigantic 100-page business plan, which I have done in the past. You don't need to do that, but just figure out what the numbers are would really, really be helpful, I think, in the beginning. But I'm not a huge fan of loans either because it's easy to get into the mindset of spending a lot of money. But if you do get a loan, treat it like it's your own money. It's not free money. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right. So next question comes from Diana. This is a really good one. Is what's the smartest thing a failing entrepreneur can do?
Dirty
Smartest thing.
Diana. She just reminds me
Oh
of
my
the song.
God. What song is that?
Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana.
I think we should just have a karaoke.
Okay. Say that the question again. I just got lost at Diana.
Did you get all confused? Okay, so we have what's
What's
the
the
smartest
smartest? Okay. What is
thing
smartest
a failing
feeling entrepreneur can
entrepreneur
do?
can do?
Well, if you're failing it, what is a smart thing that you can do, right? Fail fast. If you're failing, fail fast because
Yeah.
if you prolong it long, I mean, it's going to be a miserable, miserable fall because look, we all know that we will fail. Okay. we will fail, but again, it's not a failure, it's just a temporary setback. All you have to do is have a quick setback, take one in your face, and then wake up again, with the full energy. Have some Red Bull if you want, or I don't know, whatever is your tonic. Have that and get in the game. So, fail fast is the mantra. Try and test it. I've seen a lot of people, they start their business and then they just cling on to it because, hey, that's my brilliant idea. But they don't realize that, hey, their market is not ready or the product is not up to the mark. You may want to call it off, or you want to call it a day if the product is not resonating with people. If you're not, it's no point in just dragging it. So knowing when to pivot back, that's the beauty of business. And if you're an entrepreneur, you will have to know that. So how would you do that? Okay, how would you know this is the right time for you to decide, okay, this venture is failure, I probably need to start something or need to pivot? How would you know that? Okay, number one, marketplace will tell you for sure. Your books will tell you whether you have profit and loss and how long you've been in loss, maybe few months or year, how long can you sustain that. Number three, the most important is, hey, talk to the experts, people who have been in that field. Talk to those people and say, hey, this is my business. See, most of the entrepreneur, when they start, they think they're genius, they just try to do everything by themselves. But guess what? Why not reach out to the people, expert who have done that, been there, right? People like Evan Carmichael, Dan Locke, whoever is there. Just try and connect with those people, ask genuinely for help, and I'm sure those successful people usually are very nice and they usually help out other people because they've already got their share and they're really happy and they help more people. So the third thing is very important. Make sure you reach out to the gurus and get it validated. Yes, this is failure. So, and whatever you did, what was wrong in that business, make sure you don't repeat in the new business. And I'm sure you will be all set for your new venture.
Yeah. I think too many people hold on to things for too long. Like what you're saying is that they think like, I really want my business idea to work, so I'm going to keep doing it over and over and over again until it works. The reality is sometimes it just doesn't work and it's time to move on. What I wouldn't quit on is the being an entrepreneur. There are many different businesses you can do. So if you fail in the first one, who cares? Just move on really quickly. And I think this goes back to the first question: is don't get yourself too much in debt. If you get yourself too
Hmm.
much in debt, when you fail, it's you may end up losing a house, your car, and that's a story that I hate hearing, but it does happen. So make sure that, like you were saying, fail fast, fail quickly, move on, learn from your mistakes, and get help. Like you were saying, get help from people. There's lots of sources for entrepreneurs around the world right now, especially with the internet. So definitely just keep going and don't give up on entrepreneurship just because you failed once in a business idea. I think it's a beautiful place to be. Just don't give up.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. One failure means you're one step closer to success, right? And Mark Cuban says that, hey, as an entrepreneur or as a passionpreneur, you can fail 9 times out of 10, and that's all it takes to become super successful.
Yeah, 9 times. It's a lot, right?
It's a
But
lot. It's a lot.
but you know, Mark Cuban knows what he's talking about. So there you go.
I'm sure.
I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. Okay, so we got a third question from Rob. He's asking, I want to start a tech company after college. What would your advice be? So, assuming Rob is still in college right now.
Yeah, so Rob, if you want to start a tech company after college, I would say that first start building whatever you're planning to build. Right? Of course, tech is really a big umbrella. What exactly you want to do? Is it more of a software? Is it more of robots or artificial? What exactly you're planning to do? Okay, and then try and have some like-minded people. Okay, work with you. If you try to go alone, maybe it's just your brain. You may be thinking something which may not be right. So have a tag team or somebody, or maybe a team which can give you an advice, or people who can give you an advice. Again, going back to the same thing, right? At the end of the day, there are so many smart people. First, try and have that community or ecosystem around you who can encourage you, who can give you new ideas around the tech world, who are like geeks just like you. I'm sure.
Geez.
All
That's a
right.
good thing.
It's a good thing, of course. Being geek is actually in fashion. Good geeks, right? So have that community. Okay. Number two, do proof of concept. Okay, whatever you're trying to build in tech company, make sure that there are enough of people who are using and giving you the feedback, and see what the market has to say. Sometimes, as we know, if it is our baby, our product, we usually love it more. But it doesn't matter if whether you love it or not. What matters is whether your audience, your user is going to love, right? I wrote this book. Okay, it does not matter, I love this, mwah, but whether the audience will love it or not, that is the most important aspect, right? Whether it's going to have a profound impact on them or not is the most important. So number one, find the ecosystem. Number two, do the proof of concept. Number three, go all in, man. If you think that POC is good and if it is really impacting somebody, go all in and try to see if you can have somebody who's a smarter and experienced person than you, who can also teach you not only just build the product but how to market it. Okay, it's very very important. You may have a great product, but if you don't know how to market and how to sell it, it's going to be a total waste of time. Okay, so I'm sure you might have seen there's so many artists great at their art but don't know how to put it out in the market, right? I know there's so many people who are good at talking, speech, writing books, and but they don't get things out there. Okay, especially on the video. People get scared. Oh my god, video. Oh my god, video. So Lily, I did this workshop yes day before yesterday. I threw a challenge at my audience, said, hey, you know what, this is the challenge. Have you done a Facebook live? Who has done it? So two or three people raised their hand. I said, okay, now here's the challenge. Everybody has to do a live in the next break. And I think 70 to 80% people, they did the live video and it was good. So they are really good. People are good, but they're hesitant because of the technology or how the people will accept them. So you got to do that as well. You need to get known. You need to market yourself. You need to brand yourself so that your product will sell. So three things: find your team or ecosystem. Number two, POC. Number three, do the marketing and publicity really really well. And again, I'm not talking about the paid publicity. Okay, as a lean startup, not everybody can have luxury to have a lot of money. So do whatever you can from your side, put the word out in the market, probably few months in advance before you even launch the product. And I know you may be thinking that, hey, what if somebody copies? But hey, idea's got, everyone's got idea, but it's you who matters, who builds the product and who has the vision and the mission aligned. So don't worry about the copying and all. These three things, and I'm sure you're all set. uh, Lily can add probably more, maybe there may be more, but these are three things come to my mind.
I love it. Well, it sounds to me that Rob is in college. What a great place to connect with people who are like-minded. So that's when, because there's multiple aspects to a tech company. So it's really joining forces with people who can help him out would be awesome. And yeah, there's not much I can add to that, except for the fact that maybe what Rob can do is model the masters, look at people who have started tech companies and see if there's something that he can do to kind of follow their path on a more of a general basis, because if you get into the specific aspect of it, because technology is moving so quickly that it might not be relevant for him right now, but from the general mindset, it might help him there.
That's pretty much it. That's a good question.
Awesome. Do we have questions from the audience?
That's
Dev?
what I was looking at. I don't think we have questions. Okay, so we can acknowledge
Mhm.
people who are here. MDNA, Jairam
Wonderful.
G Media, Sham. Hello, hello. Sham said something. He's saying something.
Okay.
Over here.
I'm looking. I'm looking as well.
Yeah, आपकी channel जैसा channel बना रहा हूँ. Probably, I don't know. Sham is saying that I'm starting a channel like my channel. So
Mhm.
I don't know what your question is, Sham. Um, yeah. So okay. So he was asking what should be the name of the YouTube channel. Look, I cannot suggest a name. It has to be something close to your heart, either your name connected with something.
Mhm.
I cannot suggest any name, but it has to be your pick. So he's saying that he wants to help people and he wants to start the channel there. So look, It's not a big deal, okay? You can change the name anytime you want. So start with whatever name you have right now in your mind, and when you grow and you think of some brand, just change it, okay? So do not worry about the name. Do not get bogged at the name. Just focus on what value you can deliver and how many people can you inspire, and the name would automatically, people will know you. Like Google, come on. Google, what does the name mean? Nobody knew the name. It was actually called something else. Then it became actually Google because of mistake. Goggle or something was there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, now everybody knows Google, right? So don't worry too much about the name. People will know you by your name if you do right things. So don't try to invent the name. Just go with what you have and build on that.
I would suggest that start the YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Sham.
You have to start the YouTube channel right now, today, right after this live. Just go and do it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. Don't worry about the name. Don't worry about the tools. As long as you have like right now, I'm filming on a laptop. That's all I have. I don't have a fancy camera or anything like that. Just do it right now. Right now. And if you start a YouTube channel right now, I will pass on the information to Deb. I'll be your first subscriber.
Whoa! Let's do it,
Ah,
man.
see?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do
Let's
it.
do it. That's a challenge for you, Sham. Start a YouTube channel, upload a video today. Okay, whatever it is, just give an introduction. Okay, give your introduction. Start a YouTube channel that this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm planning to do. Just put up the video and yes, send the link to me. I will share it with Lily and we will subscribe your channel. Okay, first two people who subscribe your channel.
Exactly. And Deb, you got started somewhere too. And look at you now. You're at 15,000
Yeah,
subscribers, over
yeah.
15,000 now. So
Hmm.
how did you get started?
Well, I just got started at exactly what you said right now. Just do it. Just do it. I just did it.
Yeah,
That's about it. It's pretty
not
simple.
a big deal. Just do it. And
Just do it.
if it's bad video, it's okay. You're only gonna get better. Your worst video will be your first video, and that's okay. It will only get better from there.
Yeah, yeah. Good. So we have some questions now. A couple of
All
questions.
right.
Okay. So Pramod says, why traditional business fail 90% of the time in first 5 years and remaining 10% in next coming years?
Couple of things. Number one is maybe not proper planning to begin with. Just have some sort of general idea in what it is that you want to do. Have like just a one page and how you envision the company to look at. The second thing is maybe people are jumping on too much on different types of opportunities versus going into their passion and really creating a business that you love and you have passion for. Like Dev right here is a passionpreneur. It's and a lot of people give up too quickly because things don't work out in the first 5 months. They just give up on entrepreneurship altogether. Meanwhile, entrepreneurship is a marathon. You just got to keep going. And sure, if your ideas fail, just keep going over and over again. So that's my opinion about things. Entrepreneurship is hard, and it challenges a lot of people, and that could be partially it too. Why a lot of businesses fail in the first 5 years.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not easy, of course, going all your on your own is very difficult. But if you have your passion with you and if you have your mentor with you, life can be easy, right? So
Yeah.
my take on this is, the number one reason, from the statistics, if I can tell you, the number one reason why most of the company fail because they
Mhm.
do not generate enough revenue fast enough and big enough. Okay. So if you don't have revenue coming in, if you don't have the cash flow coming in, and you don't have anybody to support you, obviously the only option you have is wind up. Okay. So they don't know how to sell and they don't know how to generate the revenue. Okay. So that's the number one reason. Most of the entrepreneurs think that, hey, if I build a product which is so good, it will automatically sell like a hot cake, right? It does not work like that. You need to build a good product, in fact a great product, where people like it and they share it with others. Like when I wrote the book, I did not write the book thinking that, hey, I'm going to write a best selling book. I decided that I'm going to write a book which will be a high impacting book, right? Which people actually should be forced to share this with others, saying that, wow, this is a great book, you should read. And imagine if that one person shares with two people and three people, and then it multiplies. So don't just make a good product, That's number one. Of course, you have to make a good product where people talk about it. But the second is you need to brand, you need to market yourself, you need to reach out to enough people. So whatever you can to get known, right? If people don't know you, they cannot do business with you, right? So get known again is another crucial aspect to generate revenue, right? Number three, keep doing that over and over again. Okay, have a good product, do the marketing, get more revenue, and repeat the cycle. That's about it. And keep innovating, right? Keep innovating, because if the product is good today, it doesn't mean it'll be good tomorrow. That's why most of the companies fail. They don't innovate, right? They're pretty good 1 year, nice revenue, second year, nice revenue, then goes down, 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 and baby, you're dead. So that's
Yeah.
how it happens. So keep innovating again. That's how it is. Keep listening to your marketplace, and keep taking the feedback on what they're saying, what they want, what they don't want. Like, when I published the book, I had so many errors, right? So many mistakes. And I took so many feedback, and I even edited some couple of chapters with the next version, which has come up here. So I listened to my audience, I listened to my people, and I said, okay, I'm going to fix it, man. Don't worry. So these are a few things.
I love that. I love it.
Good.
Practical, yeah, practical information and a little bit of mindset stuff too. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So Ronak says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello,
Being a
Ron.
being a fitness influencer, how can I collaborate with big brands like example supplement brands or Nike, Puma to feature in their ads? Thanks in advance."
Okay, so there are two things that he can do. Number one is just build up your own brand. Just put out a ton of content, deliver lots of value, show that you have a big audience, and then the brands will come to you. That's one thing. The other thing is you actually have to reach out to brands. And if you do reach out to brands who are already doing business with influencers. I'm not sure which platform he uses. It could be Instagram, YouTube,
Yeah, both. I think
both.
both. Yeah.
So look at brands who are already working with Instagrammers and YouTubers and see if you could do business with them and just open up a conversation. Like keep it really short. Just say a template. I love your brand. First of all, go with brands you actually love. That's one thing. Like don't go
Mhm.
with a brand that you don't actually use. Go with a brand you love and then start the conversation with them and show them how you can deliver value for them.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I actually have a third thing because I actually work with YouTubers who are in the fitness world. So that's why I want to give one last thing. The third thing is that you want to position yourself as a partner, not a salesperson. So as a partner who has longevity and try to secure something that is long term versus something like just like a one off thing, because it's not a good use of your time if you just do a one off thing with these brands.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So here's my suggestion, Ronak. Look, for sure, as Lily mentioned, why would a brand care for you? Why would they come and give you their supplements or whatever it is do? What's in it for them? So number one is you need to have a good audience. You need to have a good number of followers. Till you don't hit probably 50,000 or 100,000 followers, don't even think about that, right? Because moment you think about commercial aspect and those things, the essence of you starting the YouTube channel or Instagram actually fades away. We start to become greedy when the commercial or money or things, materials things gets added. So don't worry about that until you become something where you can add value to them, right? So focus on
Yeah.
how you can add more value to your followers, what you can do to help your followers genuinely, and bring your YouTube and Instagram up to that base where you can actually, you know, get some eyeballs and say, oh, okay, this guy's doing pretty good. Okay, that's number one. How can you do that? The best thing, of course, you share the content and value and videos. The second best thing you can do is collaborate with the people in fitness in your industry. All right, who are the top people in India? Reach out to everybody. Say, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I'm a fitness expert, and I see your channel, you're doing pretty really good, I admire your work, can I interview you? Right, do that interview and share their knowledge with others. So this collaboration is more important than the brand collaborating with you right now. So when you're starting up, collaborate, do that. Like I interviewed a lot of people. I interviewed Evan Carmichael, I interviewed Dan Locke, I interviewed Patrick Bet David. I do that a lot, and I'm still continue to do that. So that's number one, how you collaborate and work each other with each other. And then of course, once you reach to that point, then you reach out to them saying, hey, would you be interested to collaborate? And then when you have something to offer to them, they would really like doing that. And don't be surprised if you reach 100,000 followers, they will reach out to you automatically, because that's what they do. The marketing teams have some budget to invest in some influencers. So don't worry, just do the hard work, do the value, do the collaboration, and these goodies will come. The collaboration with the big brands will come automatically to you.
Amazing. I love it. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, last question of the day before we wrap up. So, Bhuvanesh, he says, though, uh, though entrepreneur has a vision, okay, though entrepreneur has vision or dream, how to keep on fighting with day to day challenges to meet challenges? Okay. So, let's say if the entrepreneur has a vision or dream, but how to make sure that the entrepreneur has that drive to keep fighting day to day challenges?
It starts with your environment, making sure your environment is encouraging and supporting of you. If you look at a lot of successful people, they have a very strict routine. They usually have a morning routine that sets them up for success. Um, so have something that is already makes you feel unstoppable to begin with, so that way you don't have to worry about thinking about being bold. That's one thing. A couple of things that come to mind is that certain people wake up, be consistent in with the time you wake up, and then be consistent in the things that you do. So Dev might work out the first thing in the morning, whereas I will meditate. So it doesn't really matter what the specific thing is, just be consistent. And so that's how you start out. And always be stubborn with your vision. That's what I always think. If you have this big mission that you really want to follow, be stubborn with it. And then schedule your day around it, so that way you don't get distracted, because things happen, Dev. You know that. You have a family, there things happen, you might get distracted, there are certain things you have to do, but overall, every single day, it's important to keep a schedule that is encouraging of you and your business, because entrepreneurs are our own bosses. We could do whatever we want, so we need to make sure we stay focused and not distracted at all day long.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That having a routine a day is really, really important. Okay, that sets your mind to succeed, and in small, petty things actually, disappear automatically by just having that positive mindset. If you don't start your day with the positive thoughts, even a small thing will look like a mountain, right? So it will just, that small, tiny bit thing will become a huge monster challenge. So have that mindset first. Okay, have the routine, which is fine, and just plan your day. Okay, plan your day really, really well. So I don't know what exactly your challenges look like. Okay, what type of challenges you're talking about, but whatever it is, believe that every challenge has a solution. Okay, look for a solution. Then just putting it away and ignoring the elephant in the room, just address that issue. Okay, and if you do that, if you confront that more, and your ability to solve those problems will help you to achieve what you want to achieve. Because as an entrepreneur, as you said, you have a vision, you have a dream. If your dream is big enough, these challenges will disappear automatically. Okay, and you will find the solution. And of course, reach out to people who have addressed those kind of challenges. Collaborate, learn from them, spend more time reading books, following those people. Like for me today, I have solved so many problems by just reading some gurus. Before it even appears, I know the solution. Okay, I know the solution to how to market and how to brand yourself, before even I started as a passionpreneur full time, right? So I already read so many books that I know, okay, this is exactly what I need to do. And now, since I have gained the knowledge, there's no more challenge of branding and positioning. That's why YouTube channel is growing, the book is growing, the workshops are growing, the branding is there, everything is there. So, Bhuvanesh, I hope it answers your question. So that's all from our side today.
Wonderful. I love it.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the show. We will be back next week, same time. If you have questions,
I don't know what that accent is. Oh gosh, Dev, I love it.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay, if you have more questions, do leave it in the video below, or reach out to me and the Passionpreneur community. Do pick up my book if you have not done it. That's the only way how you can enter into my Care Nation and Passionpreneur community. Now I've built more hurdles now. Only committed
Is
people
it
coming in.
available on Amazon?
Yet, yeah, still not there, but it will be soon.
Dev.
That's the challenge I've not been able to solve yet because I was focused on something else. Now
All
it's high
right.
time. I will do that.
Well, okay.
All right. So until next time, thank you so much for listening. Take care, Lily. Bye bye.
Bye bye.